All righty. So we've already talked about the most important thing, Chicago sports and tennis.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
yay.
Yay.
Um,
How was your weekend?
my weekend was very productive, only a little bit about real estate, but other than that, it was productive. I had an open house on Saturday. We did it a little bit later because I had another client appointment early and nobody came. Maybe it was the weather, maybe it was that it
We
was a
had the
little
rain
bit
on
later.
Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Right. What time did you do your open house?
I did it from 2 to 4, thinking I would catch the tail end of the 1 to 3s.
Yeah.
Um, but there was not a soul on the street. Did you see foot traffic?
I had two at my open house, but people ask me, sellers ask me, what is the best day? What is the best time to do an open house? And, I haven't done a study on it. I can only report what my colleagues tell me and what my experiences are. And I don't have a good answer to that. It depends on the weather, it depends on the day.
Depends. Well, first of all, 12 to 3 on Sundays are no good if there's a Bear game.
You won't
So,
get looky-loos. You make
but
it
you
to,
won't get really. I think the Bears fans, male or female, will want to watch the game live,
right.
and so it's even if they're interested, they'll figure they can make an appointment or they'll do something else or whatever. And
Right. Now I
remember,
have done 11 to 1, so I can catch them quick before.
yes, yes, and 11 to 1 can work. But then you've got the people who go to church, though
Right.
not now.
Right. Not with COVID.
Not
Oh
with
dear.
COVID.
So anyway, the answer
Yeah,
to that is do the open house when it works for you, Mr. Seller. Right.
because yeah,
But I do like the
exactly.
midday because you catch the brunchers and you catch the people before, whatever.
Yes,
11 to
or
1 seems
after
to work good.
brunch.
Yeah. Right.
I find sometimes 1 to 3 works really well. You know what? It just depends.
There you go.
So, you had 2 people at yours. Was that
Yes.
good?
They were serious buyers instead of just people beginning the education process. So we'll see. We'll see how it
Okay.
goes. So
I'm rooting for you.
for those of you who are new to the show, my name is Ann Rossley. I'm here with Kyle Harvey. We're both with here in
Hello.
Warner. And we do a morning show called Monday Morning Coffee with Kyle and Ann, talking real estate in Chicago. We have been talking recently, Kyle, about real estate in the city, how it's been affected by COVID and how it's been affected by some protests. We have seen articles by our friend Dennis Rodkin and Cranes talking about how rents in the city are declining somewhat, and talking about how there is in general a flight to the suburbs. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, but more importantly, we have chosen what we think is what you thought, and I agree with you, is an important topic, and that is suburbs in the city. And what we're referring to by that is little enclaves of neighborhoods that feel like the suburbs, even though they are in the city of Chicago. And there are several of them, but today we're going to talk about Forest Glen. And by Forest Glen, we mean Forest Glen, micro neighborhood, Sauganash, Wildwood. Did I name
There are a
them?
bunch. There's
Yeah.
Edgebrook.
Edgebrook, yeah.
There's Sauganash Park, which is really a subset of Sauganash. There's North Edgebrook, and one that I've got a house for us today in Old Edgebrook, which is
Old
this
Edgebrook.
tiny little, I didn't even know it existed until I had a buyer who was sort of interested in that area. So, yes.
So we will talk about that. Let's talk first for a minute, though, about our downtown neighborhood and what we're hearing and what we're seeing this week. It's been a couple weeks since we've been together, between my vacation and Labor Day. So we've had a couple of weeks. Do you see a big change in the market since we were last together?
I have seen a lot of new listings coming on. I've seen a lot of activity in price changes, cancel relists. I have not heard, even anecdotally, that there have been a lot of showings. That could be, though, the settling in after being out of town, getting kids ready for school. Some
Right.
people are going back to the office. September 1 or the day Tuesday after Labor Day was the start date for some people going back into their offices.
So
And
we're seeing
so
some movement there. Yeah.
so maybe people have had enough on their plate. Now, I keep posting on my LinkedIn page um, the stats, the weekly stats from MRED, and they keep showing, showings are up, closed prices are up, the number, and when I mean up, it means up over last week. Well, last week was a holiday week, so let's not put that. But it also showed it up over 2019, and 2019 was a tough year for Chicago real estate. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that it's up, but at the same time, I don't know that it's up in the neighborhoods that I service a lot, which are the Gold Coast, Lincoln Park, Lakeview, the Loop, those areas that my people tend to want to go to.
Right.
It seems to be a little bit slow. What's your experience?
Well, like you, over the last 2 weeks, I've, seen it was slower. I was anticipating we would have more activity after Labor Day. I'm hearing from colleagues that their showings are starting to pick up since we've hit
Good.
Labor Day. And yeah, showings are starting again. I've got some showing requests for my listing. So
Excellent.
this is, sliding into the election. The election typically takes about 10% of the market off for about 4 weeks, but hopefully we've had some pent-up demand and we're going to see a really good 4 weeks coming up.
Yes.
That all being said, would you like to go ahead and start talking about our suburb in the city?
Yes.
I am going to share my screen with you first, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
I want to show you. Okay. So what I did was I pulled up, and this is just broad strokes. This is active and closed in the last 1 month. But what I wanted to show you was how busy this neighborhood is and what our price points are. They've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new, 3 reactivated, 1 price change. But look at all actives.
Yeah.
Well, let me go back here. I don't want. 200,000 is the starting point for a single family home in this area. And you'll see most of these in the 4s, the 5s, the 6s. Look at the next page, 8s, 9s. We have 1 over $1 million and 1 over $2 million, but that's it. And then I want to show you, this is
Well,
really.
let's pause. The 1 over $1 million is a spec house, or the 1.9, and the 2.3. Most of them are under $1 million.
That's exactly right.
Those are total outliers.
Absolutely. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, this neighborhood is known for being a very reasonably priced neighborhood. It also, which we haven't mentioned at this point, has some very excellent elementary schools.
Yeah.
So if you want, like the suburbs, if you want to move to a neighborhood where you're going to have a very excellent neighborhood school your kids can walk to, this Forest Glen area is the place for you. All right, but what I thought was so terrific was 51, make it 49 actives, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you all of the pendings, and these are those that have just gone under contract, presumably in the last week or 2, because they're still in the inspection period. Look at all those. Lots of properties going under contract. It appears that people are interested in moving to suburbs in the city.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
I just quickly did the same search, but just on properties that have only been on the market 15 days.
Yeah.
So and not cancel relist, but total market time of 15 days or less, and 3 went under contract in the last 7 days.
Wow.
The lowest price point was 325, and these are all houses,
Right.
325, and the highest was 679. Those are the list prices of the properties that went under contract in under 2 weeks. So things are moving quickly, not just moving
Right.
in Forest Glen.
So, I'm a big fan of InfoSpark. So
Yes.
here's what's gone under contract. And here was January, February, March, we were hitting good. And then of course we got into the COVID time, but look up here, very strong. Month supply. Look at this. There's like no inventory. They're selling. Downtown, we're in around the 6 month and up mark. But down here, they've only got 2.8. It is a total seller's market in Forest Glen. And then median sales price, $438 is the median price of a home you can get in this neighborhood. So
pretty great.
Pretty great. All right.
Well, we've got properties to show you from the Forest Glen neighborhood. Do you want to start or shall I?
I'm happy to start.
Good.
Let me, hold on. I'll just share my desktop here. Here we go. Okay. So, me too with my maps. I love maps. Here we are in Chicago. You and I both live down in this yellow, right at the Loop area. I used to live up here to Edgewater.
I'm actually in the blue. I'm in the blue,
you are
near North Side. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, you are. Okay, so the 3 homes I'm going to show you, here's Forest Glen right here. And
yes, look at that crazy
very well,
shape.
But when the Kennedy comes up and then it splits and the Eden starts to go up, here's where you are, right at the top of the city before it hits Lincolnwood and Skokie. And the 3 I'm going to show you here are the neighborhoods that you were just mentioning. And the first one I'm showing you today is 4455 Rosemont. I am a big fan of the mid-century. I don't think, I
love a ranch.
Think it's a value. It's a ranch. Big wide window, living room, kitchen. Okay, so the one thing this neighborhood has going for it are great basements. Can I tell you, I just love the basements in this neighborhood. And this one has a big wide open basement.
And note the bar. Remember from last time when we always noted that, I don't know what it is about Chicago, every basement has a bar.
Basement has a bar.
I always look for the bar. And there it is, you have a bar.
Exactly right. Okay, next home I'm showing, 6150 Kirkwood. I actually sold a home at 61 on the same block in Kirkwood.
Darling.
Nice traditional home for $600,000 list price. I don't know about you, I had trouble finding homes because so many were under contract and I wanted to show ones that were currently for sale.
I did too.
Yeah. Some of these homes that were built in the 40s and 50s have these little decks off which is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the last one is 6784 Ionia, listed for $799, and I just thought this was also very quaint. Here's the floor plan on this one. So you've got the living room, dining room, family room, all connected in the kitchen. You'll see a photo of this in a minute where the kitchen just kind of goes through. This is listed as a bedroom, but if you don't need it as a bedroom, it makes for a great office. Second floor, 3 bedrooms. And this is pretty typical, although some of these homes, some of the smaller homes only have 1 bathroom on the 2nd floor, but I think that's why this one is at a different price point, is because it's got the 2 full baths upstairs with the whole master here. Very simple, but you don't lose a lot of space to hallway. So it's a very compact.
You know what's interesting? So stop, go back. So what happened with this remodel? This was remodeled, and they probably, because this is a 9 foot by 19, so 10 feet by 19 feet master bedroom, very odd configuration. This must have been probably cut off in a different way, and that was a shared bath, but they wanted to create an ensuite master bath for a bedroom, and the only one that worked was this one. Because
You
this is
know,
the larger
yeah.
bedroom is the master.
You make a good point. I'll bet you this one was originally the
Yeah.
master. And this
Yeah.
might have even been 2 bedrooms and they all shared one
Yeah.
bath. And then they put this in because of, yeah, very good point. All right, so here's our basement space with rec room, flex space, another bath. And this is what it looks like inside.
Pretty.
Very pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is kitchen into that family room. So it is.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Isn't that lovely?
Lovely. Much better layout than the floor plan suggests.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And a nice big backyard.
Mm-hmm.
So you're, you know, the list price, it's under 800,000. You're still in the city with reasonable taxes. So that's
Yes.
it.
Excellent.
Those are my
Excellent.
3. And I have to confess, for our viewers, Kyle sent me her 3. I had 2 of them. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Which means,
okay.
Yeah. So
it means great minds think alike.
right,
And there's not a ton of property.
Right.
Okay. So here are mine. Share screen, share. Come on. Here we go. Hi, everybody. You get to see all that goes on my screen. Oopsie, wrong thing. There we go. Keeping it real, people, Monday morning. So Birds of the City, keeping a Chicago address because, you know what? I'm a Chicagoan. So here are mine. So I started off with a very easy entry-level property, 5071 West Catalpa, 429.9. It is a new listing. My guess is this thing's going to go fast.
I think it's adorable. Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah.
It needs work. It needs work, people. It's in the Forest Glen neighborhood. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, but it's 1,700, a little over 1,700 square feet, but it has an unfinished basement, and you can't count square footage of an unfinished basement. And so you might be able to get another 1,000, 12, 1,500 square feet if you finish your basement. Now look at the size of that lot. That is more than double a downtown lot. That's 50. Usually they're 25 by 125. This is 50 by 150, a big lot. It has a 2.5 car garage, which means 2 cars and a lot of storage. And look at those taxes. Really reasonable. We're going to go up here, make it easier. So I thought I'd give you a map of where this is in context of the Edens Expressway, based on what Anne was showing you. So it's right near forest preserves. How lovely is that? Unless you're Kyle Harvey and you fear that that's where your body will be dumped after you're murdered in your bed. People, now you know too much about me. You know too
That's
much
why you live in a high rise.
That's why I live downtown in a high rise. We're near no forest preserves. But anyway, it's never going to happen. It's lovely. But far enough away from the highway, but close enough so that you have a really easy commute either north or south. And so here is a home with great bones. Look at that molding. That looks like it's probably original wood. Look at that. Really nice bones. Yes, it needs some updating, but it's a nice big kitchen. You're going to want it. The buyer's going to want to do a whole lot. You'll probably want to address this area here, make it much more of a garden. This was a home that people lived in for a long time, but look, there's a lot of space to make it your own. Now, the second one is this darling bungalow. This is a traditional Chicago bungalow in the Sauganash neighborhood at 6129 North Kilburn. It's priced just under $800,000, but you know, it's been on the market a little bit. So, you know, this is what I say to buyers: make an offer. It's 6 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. 2 of the bedrooms are in the basement, and I'm not showing you the pictures of them. I wouldn't want to sleep down in that basement. So, but that's me. But but there's a nice amount of square footage. 2664 square feet, and again, a very big lot, 40 by 140. Some of that is in the front yard, so you'll have a nice big front yard garden. 2-car garage. Taxes are just about $11,000. And the fun fact, this was Chicago artist Ed Paschke's former home. Who knew? I did, because I read the listing. So here is where it is. So you get off the Edens if you're coming home, get off at Peterson, and then just work your way into Sauganash, right in here. Very easy. And I got to tell you, sometimes I'll use the Peterson exit to get to Lakeshore Drive.
Right.
So you are very well connected to the main arteries that get you in. You know, this is Lincoln Avenue is right here. So it's really easy to get around. And yes, this too is a little quirky of a home, but look at this enormous living room. The kitchen, again, a little bit of quirk, but look at those windows. I love windows in a kitchen, bringing the natural light in. Beautiful. And that's the dining room that you see.
It looks like it was an addition at one point, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And then the back, you know, to your point, they loved having a little back deck, and there's the big garage. So that's the outdoor space for this house. The yard seems to be more in the front, and the backyard has the garage.
Okay. Then
this does not show up very well on my screen. It showed up better in the pictures. This is a very interesting neighborhood. This is Old Edgebrook, 6300 North Louise Avenue. It's on the market now for just under $900,000. It started much higher about 3 years ago. So this has been on the market a long time. It is a beautiful old style house. Look at that wraparound porch, 6 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It doesn't report the square footage, but there's a lot. Now, this is a bizarrely irregular lot, but effectively it's 50 by 166. So a really big Chicago lot with a 2.5 car garage, 2.5 car garage, and taxes are more, almost $16,000 a year. And it's in Old Edgebrook. So Old Edgebrook is surrounded by the Edgebrook Golf Course, the Billy Caldwell Golf Course, and the Clayton Smith Reserves. And it is this is Caldwell Avenue. I think 14 is, yeah, it's Caldwell Avenue. It is this tiny little enclave of it's under 100 homes in there. I think it may be even under 50. It's this tiny neighborhood that is incredible. So check out, Google Old Edgebrook. So this home has beautiful, beautiful historic and original features like the molding, the door, look at all the wood on the doors and the stained glass. But it also has, you know, things that are going to require some expense to pull out, i.e. this marble tile floor. That's coming out. Again, kitchen, window, lot of space. So you could really remodel this into something kind of great.
It's like an 80s
that's a
rehab.
Picture. Yeah.
80s rehab. Look at that yard. Oh, so nice.
Yeah. Now this is the front yard. And there's some backyard too, but look at all this space. And you're surrounded by houses like it. These are big, old, great homes. There was another home in Old Edgebrook, but the pictures were done by the owner probably, and they were so dark and dreary, you would think monsters lived there. They don't. But it was very badly photographed, so I didn't want to share it with you. So those are the homes that you can get in and around Forest Glen, all under $1 million.
Marvelous. Before we go, can I share a couple of listings with you?
Yes.
Okay, so since we last were together. Oh, now I don't see it. Hold on, bear with me. Here we go. I have two listings I want to share. The first is 57 Delaware, the Bristol. We just listed this for 550,000, excuse me, 519,000, including parking. It is just off Michigan Avenue. It is a lovely 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath. You can see the powder room here. And the bedroom has marvelous space with a walk-in closet, separate shower. Just to the left of this is the side-by-side wash and dryer, 1,122 square feet in all.
What does that building have? Quickly, tell us a little bit about that building.
Oh, yeah, you're asking because you know. This building has an indoor pool. It has gardens. See, look at that lap pool indoors. It's got a beautiful fitness room, gardens, and a new club room. And you're just off Michigan Avenue there. So
a great location.
Wonderful location. The next one is rare and wonderful. 82 Elm. It is part of a complex that has 18 condo units. And it's this unit here. It's a private entry. So it feels like you're walking into a home. You walk up and you're right in your unit. And
oh, look at that.
Isn't it interesting? It's just, they redid the kitchen in 2014. It's really cool space. This is like a spa closet that they built in, and it is using Japanese doors. Isn't that cool?
It is. You got to keep it clean then.
Yeah, right. Bathroom. There's a deck here. Big bath. Second bedroom, powder room. It's a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Here's the back deck.
Love that.
And then there's a roof deck. So again, great space. So and then I want to show you my bargain.
Did you say how much you're offering it for?
$550.
Good.
So yeah, 2-bedroom, $550. Now here is my bargain of the week. This is a 2-bedroom for $429,000, including 2 parking spots. Okay. Where can you get this? How cute is this? You've got a full gourmet kitchen here with cooktop, oven, microwave, view of Lake Michigan. There's 1 bedroom with that big bathroom. Gallery entrance.
Beautiful.
2nd bedroom, 2nd full bath, and a washer or dryer for $429. Hot diggity dog. Okay.
Well, let me show you. Now I'm going to show you mine since we're sharing. So let me make this go away. And everyone ignore my my full screen. Hold on. Alrighty. So here is 1948 North Hudson, Unit 1. This is this unit here. Do you see? And this is the building. So beautiful. Look at that sun-dappled street. Entrance.
It's gorgeous.
Living room. It is actually bigger than the way they've laid out their furniture. Look at those big front windows. They open up too if you want. And a gas fireplace with marble surround. Here, more pictures. The dining area is adjacent. And this is where you get to see the length of it. Kitchen was remodeled in 2019, and the blue kitchen, the blue is considered a hot trend. All new Turkish marble backsplash, under cabinet lighting. What you don't really appreciate is that these ceilings are 10 feet high, so they couldn't make the cabinets go up to the top because no one could reach into them. New window in the kitchen, all new 2019 appliances, which are that fingerprint proof stainless steel. Gorgeous kitchen. I mean, I just love it. And downstairs we've got The family room also with its own fireplace. That's an enormous room. And there you get the, look at that TV, it's so big. Here's the master bedroom on the first floor. Those are the back steps leading up to the private, there's a private deck right outside and then a shared deck up top. 3 big closets. They've got a lot of furniture, but this is a nice size room. They updated the bath, new fixtures, lighting, toilet, but it's a nice big.
That's lovely. What's your address on that again?
1948 North Hudson. It's in the Lincoln Elementary School District, really one of the top school districts in one of the prettiest neighborhoods in the city, very close to Armitage, so it's easy in, easy out. Right. Just 3 blocks from the lake. The park. It's lovely. So this is the second bedroom that's also used as an office. Third darling bedroom. Second bath, and then the third bath. Side by side, full size washer dryer, really key, people. And then here we are to the it's a shared deck, but look how pretty that is. They're having it power washed and stained this coming week. So it's really gorgeous. And the listing has the floor plans, but that's your street. And that's all the street parking you've got, because they have the 6 p.m. to whatever time ban. So it's really good, easy street parking. And there's a 1-car garage.
Beautiful. Thank
you. So, we've run over by 5 minutes, as we often do.
Yeah, right.
I know.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Watch us every Monday morning at 6:30, or you can catch us on YouTube or our Facebooks. Kyle Harvey Shy or Ann Rossley Real Estate is where you find us.
It's Kyle Harvey RE. Kyle Harvey Shy is Instagram.
There you go. So,
thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.